Hey everybody, James here from allamericanguardian.com. Today we are going to talk about purchasing your domain name for your business website. It's pretty much the first thing you have to do, the first step you have to take in order to get online. So that's considering you've already chosen a domain name. What I like to do when I'm researching domains just to see what's available, because sometimes you'll think of the perfect name and you'll go on to their domain registrar like Namecheap or GoDaddy, and you'll search for that domain name and it's taken. And you're bummed out and you're like, man, that was the perfect name. So what I like to do is just take a piece of paper, just take a blank sheet of paper and write down about 20 names that would be suitable. And then you go to the registrar. I'm here on Namecheap now. This is the preferred domain registrar, that I suggest that you use to buy your business domain name. So you go here and you type in each of these domain names that you've brainstormed, that you've thought of, and it's going to immediately tell you if these are available or not. So the ones that are not available, you just put put a line through it. By the time you get down to number 20, you're only going to have a handful left. And then of those, 5 or 6 that you have left, hopefully you got at least 5 or 6 left. Hopefully it's not like one, because that pretty much narrows it down for you. But you're going to choose the best domain name for your business of the 5 or 6 that you have left after you've crossed out all the ones that are not available. And again, we're talking about .coms. That is my preferred TLD or top level domain, is the .com versus .net or .org or some of the others out there like .site, .biz, .website, .online. There's a ton of them. Remember, there's over 1,000 of them out there, but you really just need to focus on the .com. There are certain instances where the .net or the .org would be okay as well, but really we're just going to focus on .coms. So I really just wanted to walk you through in this video how to actually purchase a business website domain name from Namecheap. So you're going to go to namecheap.com up here in the address bar. And once you arrive to a page like this, I'm not signed in or anything right now. You're just going to search. And so, for example, I'm going to use my business name, and I'm going to use a TLD that I do not recommend. Only because I do want to go all the way through the purchasing process, the checkout and everything for you, but I really don't feel like spending 10 or 15 bucks on a domain name that I'm not going to use. So just for example purposes today, demonstration purposes, I'm going to buy a TLD that is 88 cents per year. It's super cheap. Even after tax, it's only cost me about $1. So do not purchase this type of TLD domain name. This is only for demonstration purposes, okay? So I'm going to go with allamerican.site. I'm going to show you real quick. .com, I guarantee you allamerican.com is taken. So this is what it will look like if it's taken. It'll have an X and it'll say this domain is not available. You can make an offer. If you want to try to buy that from whoever owns it, they'll reach out on your behalf and try to help you purchase that domain name. But you're talking about a really long process, and more than likely, whoever has that domain name, you can go check it out. Actually go, open up a new browser window and go to the domain name you're trying to purchase if someone already has it, and just see what type of business is there. Chances are they're not going to sell you that domain name, even for a high price. Because they've already got their business branded around that domain and set up on that domain. So I would not even worry about that. And it gives you a lot of alternatives. If your domain name is not available, it'll say, allamerican.com. This one's not available. It's kind of grayed out. But allamerican.club is available. It's a very expensive TLD, $140 a year. Allamerican.global, allamerican.online, $288. All of these TLDs are ones that I do not recommend. Okay. So let's just try, let's just see, I'm just curious, let's see if .net is available. allamerican.net, not available. And let's see if allamerican.org is available. Nope, not available. All right, so I'm going to choose one that I know is available and is super cheap, just because I really want to know if it's, I really want to be able to show you let's see, we're going to search allamerican.site. This domain is available, 88 cents per year. Okay, so what you're going to do now, after you find a domain name that is suitable for you, for your business, and that is available, where it says this domain is available, you're going to click on this shopping cart plus sign. It's going to then add that to your site. I'm sorry, add that to your shopping cart. Okay, and then we're going to go to view cart. And remember, I'm not even signed in yet. Okay, so right here just kind of shows you what's in your shopping cart. Your domain registration, allamerican.site. Let's just pretend that's a .com. 1 year registration. We can change this over to auto renew. That way, once we put our credit card information in, it'll just use that every year to renew the domain name on time, and we won't ever have an expired domain. You don't want to get into that situation. Now, one thing you want to pay attention to, this domain name that I'm purchasing is 88 cents. Right here, you see this crossed out version, 25.88. I believe that's what it will be when I renew. So I won't be renewing this. Like I said, it's only for demonstration purposes. But right here, whatever kind of deal you get, if they're having a sale or something, it will typically show you the crossed out, the normal price that we'll renew at every year. So this one's 88 cents. There's an ICANN fee of 18 cents. That's fine. That's always there. And then right here is the Who Is guard. Okay, so the Who Is guard is what protects your information. Total anonymity, I can't even say that word, anonymity and privacy for your most important info. So this is going to protect like your name, your address, your phone number, things like that, your email address. That way people can't look at it. It's not going to be public information. It's free for the first year, and then it's only $2.88 after that. So it's really affordable. I mean, for the privacy, I like to get it. I don't get them on all websites, but typically I do like to get that Who Is guard on there because it's so cheap, and I just like to keep my information private. Now, you see something else here on my screen that has nothing to do with Namecheap, and that's this little box that's popped up with an H here, and it says coupons found, coupon codes 7. If I click apply coupons, it's going to search, it's going to try all the coupon codes that it has that you would typically type in right here where it says promo code, and it's going to find the one that's best for me, that's going to take off the most amount of money. What this little box here is called the honey extension for Chrome. And that's honey just like the honey that you eat, Honey. If you go over and just search on Google for honey Chrome extension, it'll pull up right here in the Chrome Web Store. And mine's already added to Chrome, so obviously I can't re-add it unless I delete it. But you would just click on Add to Chrome, and you may have to refresh your browser in order for it to activate. But it's really neat. I don't know if I'm going to save anything on this particular purchase because it's only $1.06. But typically when I buy domains that are around 10 bucks or so, I can sometimes get $1 or $2 taken off from the coupon codes that Honey finds. I've also, it's popped up and you can use it on other purchases online as well. Like, let's just say, for example, Macy's. I don't know for sure if it works for them, but other clothing stores and things like that, any type of shopping you do online, when you get to the checkout page, typically this Honey app will pop up and you can try to apply any coupon codes. That way you don't have to go out there and search for them. It kind of does the work for you. And, you know, if it saves you a few bucks, awesome. And again, this app or this extension is completely free. So I'm going to hit apply coupons, and it's just going to go through the process of testing these codes. The screen is going to blink a few times while it's doing this. As it tests each code, it kind of refreshes the screen or something. So that's completely normal. Don't think that your computer is freaking out or malfunctioning or anything like that. Let's see, I think it's almost done. There's only 7 codes that it had to test. Sometimes there'll be, 15 or 20 different coupon codes that it tries out, so it may take a few minutes, but like I said, if it saves you a few bucks, it may be worth it. Okay, so it says no buyer's remorse here. You already have the best price. All right, continue to check out. It didn't find any codes to take anything off of this $1.06. Okay, so now I'm going to confirm order. And at this point, I'm not logged in. Okay, so you're either going to have to log in, which is what I'm going to have to do, or you're going to have to create an account. If you don't have an account already with Namecheap, you're just going to create one. Username, password, this is pretty self-explanatory. First name, last name, and your best email address. I would probably check this box off, turn that check mark off, because it says yes, sign me up for Namecheap's newsletter and marketing communication. It's just going to, fill up your inbox with more spam. Not that it's spam, because you are giving them permission to do it here, but I typically just uncheck those so that I keep my inbox a little more cleared out. So I'm going to pause the video here, log in, and then I'll start the video again once I am logged in. Okay, so I'm logged in now, and again, this is just looks like an order page, order review. 88 cents for the domain name, 18 cents for the ICANN fee, and the first year of the WhoisGuard is free. Total is $1.06. I'm paying with PayPal, but you can hit here and select other payment options. I believe it'll let you pay with any kind of debit or credit card, but I'm going to go ahead and pay with PayPal. And then let's see, PayPal, come on. There we go. So I'm going to log into PayPal. My password's protected there. You can't really see it. I'm not worried about anybody knowing my PayPal username. You can go ahead and feel free to send me money if you'd like at that PayPal email address. Let's see here, securely logging you in. Okay, bank. We're gonna go ahead and just pull funds over from the bank account. I don't really use my PayPal a whole lot anymore now that I have Stripe, so sometimes there's nothing sitting in there. It's just connected to my bank account. Let's see. You might hear my dog barking in the background. I've got a black Great Pyrenees that he's only about 2 years old and he weighs like 85 pounds. He's out there. He sounds like a giant monster barking. Let's see. Okay, awesome. So, okay. So that's it. I'm just going to go over to, we can go to manage on either of these, and that will bring us over to where we can make some changes to the actual domain name and point it to our hosting. But because I haven't showed you how to pull up your or how to purchase hosting yet, that will be the next video. I believe that's the next video I'll do. Yeah, we'll probably do how to purchase hosting. Since I haven't done that yet, we're just going to leave this as is. I'm going to go back to just the main Namecheap page. I'm logged in. So if I go under my domain names here, let's see, account, dashboard, and we can see right there, allamerican.site. It shows that we purchased it today on April 17th, 2019. And yep, it's there. So we can manage it from right here. This is where we'd go in to make changes to the DNS settings and stuff. But like I said, that's a talk for another day. We're going to go ahead and cut this video where it's at because I don't want it to get too long and overwhelm you. I'm kind of trying to provide this information in small chunks so that you can just do one step at a time and you don't have to watch a video that's 30 minutes or an hour long just to get one little piece of information. So with that said, if you have any questions about this, hit me up in the comments below, whether you're on my website or here on YouTube, and I will get back to you as soon as I can with any answers. Also, feel free to help answer other questions for people. If they're asking questions and you definitely know the answer, feel free to chime in. We can get a little conversation going in the comments. That's always welcome. So hit the bell icon so that you're notified of any new videos I put out. Also hit the subscribe button over here on YouTube, and I will see you guys on the next video.
All American Guardian, keeping vigil watch over your business website.